On stage 14 of the Tour de France, it was the Michael Matthews show. His best ever win, attacking from a long way out, 50 k's to go, taking on the final climb and winning. In the meantime, Jonas Vingegaard continues to win the Tour de France. Stage 14 saw him keep his 2 minutes 22 second lead, with him and Pogačar adding to the lead of those chasing. The peloton turned up in Rodez for stage 15, a 202.5 kilometre run without Primož Roglič. Roglič not starting due to injury, with Magnus Kort and Simon Clark both suffering from COVID. Carcassonne, the destination, venue for many a rest day, and a day that could be complicated by the wind, with the odd climb here and there as well. Hot conditions, the hottest perhaps for some time, 40 degrees out on the road. The beginning of the day saw Wout van Aert at it yet again. Surprisingly at the front of the race in the breakaway, finding himself with Mikel Honoré and Niels Pollitt, the German champion. Bike exchange soon went to work. But after 40 kilometres, Wout van Aert was told to wait up. 2 were left in the breakaway, Bike exchange and Trek continuing to control. Pollitt continuing his own adventure with Honoré. A breakaway or a sprint had been the forecast for the day. Forecast for the weather, boiling hot. Another short protest interrupted the riders. And then disaster for Jumbo-Visma. Steven Kruijswijk on the ground and out of the Tour de France. Jumbo-Visma losing 2 of their key climbing domestiques in a day. And then this, the yellow jersey down as well. Jonas Vingegaard alongside Tiesj Benoot. Better news this time for the Dutch team, with both their leader and Benoot back on their bikes. But a nervous chase for the young Dane back to the front. A counter-attack had gone up the road with 50 kilometres to go. The final classified climb of the day. First, Jonas Rutsch. That'd be followed by 2 further riders, with some of the sprinters being dropped. Jakobsen and Ewan not seeing the front of the bunch. Rutsch taken back. Groenewegen the next to be distanced. And then those 2 attackers over the top. Benjamin Thomas, local rider from southwest France, and Alexis Goujard, both up the road trying their luck. The gap would grow to over half a minute. The furious chasers behind to try and bring back sprinters were also influencing things. Groenewegen would return. Alexander Kristoff fighting hard just to hold on. Pollitt, who'd been in the breakaway, now trying to pull things back. A bundle of energy on the day, as energy was also expended by the GC teams to keep everybody at the front, given the threat of crosswinds. Goujard will be first to be caught. Thomas continuing and hoping to pull off something special. Cofidis, without winning a stage for 14 years of the Tour de France, got Benjamin Thomas into the final 500 metres, but he'd be swallowed up by the advancing peloton. Sprinters left, having their shorter lead-out trains do the work. Trek Segafredo would be the team trying to set up Mads Pedersen, and after having ridden all day, Staven tried to lead out the Dane. Van Aert was there, however. Philipsen continued. Seneschal would have a go for Quick-Step. Sagan was there. Groenewegen caught out. And as Van Aert came around on the left, it will be Philipsen on the right as we look at the shot. Pedersen in the middle down in third. Philipsen, the Belgian, taking the stage win by about half a wheel ahead of Wout van Aert. A Tour de France stage win for the young Belgian sprinter, and Alpecin de Koning taking their first stage win of this Tour de France. Philipsen, Van Aert, Pedersen, Sagan, Van Poppel the top 5. 4.5 hours in the heat, with Jonas Vingegaard, keeping yellow, keeping his gap, but losing 2 key domestiques as they head to the next rest day. He keeps 2 minutes 22 over Pogačar, 2:43 over Geraint Thomas, with Balde 4th, Yates 5th, heading into the Pyrenees. Wout van Aert remains in the green jersey. All he has to do seemingly is to stay on his bike. A huge lead over Pogačar, with Philipsen's win now taking him into 3rd. The Tour de France will resume on Tuesday. A stage from Carcassonne to Foix, the Pyrenees, and our first contact with the next mountain range over the mighty Mur de Péguerre, before finishing in Foix. 2 tough climbs towards the end, and a stage 178 kilometers long. And you can watch the Tour de France Hommes and Femmes, the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift, starting in a week. It's all on demand and live, of course, on GCN+.